Let's make spaghetti and mince, y'all. I am cooking both the spaghetti and the mince meat at the same time because I want to save time. But I noticed that the spaghetti was cooked faster than the mince. So you can probably just start on the mince, and later on when the mince is almost ready, you can start on your spaghetti. So yeah, just add mince to your pan and let it cook down. We all know mince has water, so that water will render down. Make sure your boiling water is salted because you don't want to cook spaghetti without salt. I used the Dawat Blue Label spaghetti, and I broke it into two because my mom doesn't like super long noodles spaghetti. So I cut it into two. A preference, you can just use the whole of it without breaking them. Once your meat has started cooking off, add salt and black pepper at this point so that it cooks with the meat, and this allows your spices to be well incorporated in the meat. Pasta or spaghetti takes around 5 to 10 minutes to cook. At 10 I think it's ni mingi sana, so just be on the lookout for spaghetti because you don't want it overcooked. Go in with your onions. You can also use the spring onions, ile onions ya matawi. They are really nice with mincemeat. I didn't have them, so I just used what was readily available, which is the red onion, but you can use any type of onions that you prefer, your go-to. I also added in my ginger and garlic paste. I grated them. Whichever way you make your ginger or garlic paste, you can either cut or grate. Let them cook together with the onions, and at this point make sure that your heat is on low. Don't forget to check on your spaghetti because we don't want them overcooking. So yeah, just keep an eye on it. And also, once the water is finished on your mince, like it's cooked off, add in oil, but don't put too much because you don't want the mincemeat sauce to be too oily, just enough. So just add in your oil and then cook off the mincemeat until it gets a golden brown color. That's the goal. Can we just take control over? Guys, if you see that your mince is sticking at the bottom, just add water, kidogo water, so that it helps it not to get burned. Yeah, that's the trick. At this point, the spaghetti is off fire. Like, I've turned off the fire because I don't want it to overcook. I just want it cooked enough. So once it was cooked enough, nilizima moto. Then we go in with our spices, and for this recipe I only used mixed spices and paprika, and earlier we used black pepper and salt and ginger and garlic. So you can use, those are always my go-to spices, but you can switch it up. So yeah, add in your spices and give your spices a little time to cook. You can add water kidogo, like just a little water, so that it doesn't burn, and also it helps the spices to cook. Once you've achieved this golden brown on your minced meat, you can go in with your tomatoes. You can use tomatoes and also use tomato paste, but I only used tomatoes and green bell peppers, pili hoho, and I used the manual vegetable cutter. That's why it looks blended. For you to achieve a thick minced sauce, make sure you let the tomatoes cook. You can add in kidogo water to allow the tomatoes cook, and this also gives time for the mince to acquire the tomato and bell peppers flavor. So let it cook down and cook it until the water that you added has evaporated. This will ensure that the end result is a little thicker than the usual. It's coming along well, and I ended up changing burners because this one was a bit slow for me, so I changed it to the other one because that's a little like has a bigger flame than this one. So this is just a close-up of how it looks, and you can see the water has evaporated and it looks thicker. So once I'm satisfied with this, I'll just transfer it into my spaghetti. You can either decide to do this in a bowl because at this point the spaghetti was still hot. So I just transferred this and I mixed it up vizuri because that's the end goal. Mix it until it's well incorporated, like you can see a good balance in the meal. And guys, I don't know measurements for spaghetti. I just eyeballed. I was like, this looks enough, and that's what I went to, gut feeling. I did not measure the amount of spaghetti I'll be using, so this was just a good a good coincidence that it worked out for the proportion of mince that I had. But usually I never measure except for rice, but this one, don't ask me measurements because I don't know. Guys, see, close up once it's all mixed up. This is how I plated it with some coriander as garnish. Enjoy.